Well, howdy ho there, folks. How are we doing today? Hopefully, you're all doing absolutely peach keen, fantastic, full of the love of the Lord and all that good stuff. Recently I've been looking at my ma because, I'm always looking at MaKali because she's great like that. And, I feel so very blessed that I've get to come to have a relationship with her and that I've gotten to see so many very interesting things by really delving into MaKali. Years ago, if you had told me that I would feel different kinds of energies coming from worshiping different kinds of goddesses and gods and stuff like that, or like different forms of God, I probably would have thought that sounded pretty silly. But really and truly, I do feel a different energy from Ma. I feel a great deal of peace and a great deal of bliss, but I also feel this wild cosmic play that is just so appealing to me. A lot of people, they want calm, steady, but it's like I kind of like embracing the chaos a little bit. And coming and bowing at the feet of Ma and bringing her fun things I've found and showing her like, hey Ma, look, I made a demon prince. I'm gonna paint it and it's gonna be honor to you. And then she pats my head and that always feels nice. But really and truly reveling in the glory of Ma, it's just so great. And I just wanted to kind of make a video just appreciating this dance that I've found myself in, this wonderful dance where we see there's like this connection back through time, through before even the Vedas. There is this sort of wild energy she embodies from the very moment of cosmic creation until now. Her power reverberates through all things, and she extols us to embrace her and to bring love into our every interaction. It's not just about that wild nature, but it's also that the wild sort of chaotic love that you should feel for those around you. You should do your best to be your best, not because you're trying to quote unquote impress Ma or something silly like that, but you should do your best because everybody is Ma. She is the energy of all things. She is Shakti, the greatest of the great. That energy that flows through everything. Lord Shiva and Vishnu and Brahma and all these other lords, they come and they bubble up in her energy and they play for a while and they dissipate back and they get reborn again and again and again. And we personify this as the glorious mother. And we find that there is a great sweetness in the bhakti that we get to perform. When we get to worship and lay at her feet, we find that there is a joy in it. There's an ecstasy in it. I think about Sri Ramakrishna, going into samadhi at the mention of the mother, and I also think of his fierce passion, his showing everyone how to do it, going to the banks of the Ganga and crying and saying, Mother, another day has passed where I have not seen you. And, showing us this great joy that we can have, and showing us that, what Meister Eckhart says is true. You can never have a sufficiency of God, because once you have come to have more God in your life, the more you desire him, the more you reach for him, the more that glory, pops up in all kinds of crazy things. And, I was looking at black holes recently, and I was also I was listening to the radio sounds of planets, and I was thinking about how the whole of the cosmos sings her glory, and that she's there through all this, but she is also present in every life and in everything we encounter. In even the tiniest gnat, she's there, all the way down to blood cells, to atoms, to quarks and quasars. It's all there, and it's all singing her glory. And we get to play in this. We get to have fun and run around and worship. And, people try to bring us down, but we can see that even in death, see, she's got these little skulls around her. Even in death, there's still a glory to it all. and that she is there for us at that moment. We have been searching lifetime after lifetime for bliss, and bliss is there at her feet. Which I got that particular line from Guided Meditation by Swami Muktanandaji. I kind of said that weird at the end. Anyway, but it's just really, really good. And I would sincerely invite everybody to meditate on MaKali and to discover your mother, to discover more about her, to discover more about this great, glorious figure that is there. And, you know, no matter what hardship we go through in life, she's there for us. And it's so hard for me to not just gush and gush, because it's just like... It feels like such a glorious blessing to have gone through a great deal of hardship and then to find that she was there. She was there, and when I give my heart to her, I feel this uplifting joy. And it's so wonderful. And we get to share and spread that love. And you know, you get to see this love in so many different images. In the image of Christ and Krishna, in the image of the Buddha, in the image of all of these different teachers. We know the truth, and we also know that, just like it says in the Dhammapada, that hatred is never beaten by hatred. Hatred is beaten by love, and that's an old rule. And we know that no matter what difficulties come up in our life, we can bring forth love to try and make it better. And even if we only make it better for ourselves, and even if we can only serve so many people, we get to sit around this bowl of sugar. Some of us want to dissolve into the bowl of sugar and become the sugar. I want to taste the sugar. I want to taste the glory of Ma, and I want to sing the praises of Ma. Jai MaKali, that's all you gotta say every day. Haha, that rhymed. I'm a smart cat. Anyway, I don't know, I've just been dwelling on Ma lately, and I feel like we're so very blessed, you know. We get to experience so many different things in this chaotic cosmos. People often say, oh man, we're so tiny. It's like, oh, we're just stuck on this one planet. It's like, yeah, but we're stuck on this one glorious jewel, and we get to look out at the other jewels in the cosmos, and maybe eventually we'll get to go spread to those other jewels. But know that even now, Ma is there on every single planet, in every single sphere, in every single part of the cosmos. It is Ma, and her glory will ever pervade, and there is never a moment where we don't get to experience it once we open our hearts to it. Once we open our eyes and see the fact that God is dwelling here with us right now, what else can we do but say Jai? What else can we do but open up our hearts to the glory that is right in front of us and feel that love? Feel the divine madness that comes with it, that ecstasy of motion, where we can dance and sing and play, where every good moment, every moment of pure bliss is there, but also the moments of sorrow become just as sweet, and we can see them for what they truly are. And I think that's just wonderful. I'm sorry, I just really wanted to gush about Ma for a little bit. Hopefully you enjoyed my gushing. I'm like a gusher, but when you bite into me, instead of like fruit-flavored juice, there's just love of Ma. Cat gusher. Anyway, I just kind of wanted to sing the praises of Ma for a little bit and, you know, share some of the love that she's inspired in my heart. And, you know, she's inspired me to be the best I can be, to go out and try to serve as much as I can, and to try and put a smile on as many people's faces as I possibly can. So I just wanted to share all that, and hopefully she inspires you to do the same. There's lots of different tantras you can read, and there's lots of different free resources online you can find to find out more about Ma. And there's also lots of different kind of interpretations of various different things in Ma. Remember that everything has a little bit of symbology in it, and that's real neat. So don't forget to keep looking, and don't forget that you are loved and that you will always be loved. No matter what difficulties you feel are going on in your life, even if they feel insurmountable, know that you are still loved, and that with every beat of your heart, Ma is still there. Okie dokie, artichoke. Okie dokie. Well, Jay MaKali, I just want you all to know that I love you and God loves you and bye-bye. I love you. Bye. Have a great one. And don't forget to hug your loved ones. Tell people around you that they matter to you. And remember, if you want to, you can always hug a cat. I'm a cat. You can hug me. Okay, bye-bye. Love you. Bye. Have a great one. Bye.